stand up if you're dressed up like cats. Can we, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Misha, you don't count, 11. Alright, so we got roughly a dozen. What are you going to do now with this trench coat? What are you going to do with your trench coat now?
Especially, by the way, the bloody trench coat. I want to know what's happening with those who have the bloody trench coat. Yeah, how can you wear that now?
All right, we better get to, we gotta get, who you pick?
First, okay, but yes, we love you guys. Thank you for coming out. First timers, welcome to our road. I hope this is fun. How are you?
Exuberant.
Exuberant! Use smaller words, we're actors. We're really happy. I know that one.
So, over the seasons, the opinion of John Winchester's parenting has kind of changed from one to the other. And I just want to...
You mean the fans' opinion or our opinion?
Well, the fans. I don't know about you guys, but I want to know that now that you're both fathers yourselves, has your opinion of John Winchester's parenting changed?
Yeah, he sucked. Letting Jensen drive the car?
I don't know, I think you did a pretty good job.
Would you let him near your kid?
Yes. There's a ghost around our kid. If our kid's being haunted, then yeah, I'd call Johnny Winchester over.
Yeah, it was an interesting parenting technique. It's kind of a sink or swim kid. I don't necessarily know that I'll use that, but yeah, it's definitely something to think about.
What do you think? Exactly. You can use bigger words than that, just smaller things.
I think he brought up a couple of very well-adjusted young men. Anyway.
We love you. Thank you very much. Ciao.
Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to know, what's it like looking back on like first meeting each other, and also what's Dean's favorite pie?
Also what?
What's Dean's favorite pie?
Favorite pie? I don't think, I don't know that he cares one way or the other. Pretty sure if it says pie, he's in. And he's not discriminative towards any kind of pastry product. Looking back, well, the first time that he and I ever met, I think it was probably a few of you who know this, was at the testing portion of the audition thing, the process.
Test.
Yeah. So that's essentially when you go in front of the network in the studio and you give your audition, and they generally what happens is there's roughly anywhere from 3 to 5 other actors that you're competing against at the test level. And when you test, then you all go in and everybody reads for the studio and the network, and then you go home and sit and stare at the phone. Which I don't recommend because I've been on the losing end of that. That's not fun. But this particular one was weird because I walked in, Jared was sitting on the couch, and there was nobody else. And I said, hey man,
Is it my birthday?
That's right, that's exactly what you said. And it was, we introduced ourselves, and then that was that, and then we kind of waited, and nobody else showed up. And then they asked us, they were like, okay, they're ready for you guys. And they brought us back together, and we were like, this is weird, where's everybody else? And they had us go in and read together, which is, they don't normally do that either. You go in and you read with like a casting assistant. So we went in and we read together, and it was...
We memorized the lines by this point because we were told we were going to be a part of it, so they kind of set it up like a scene. Usually you're reading, I don't know if anybody's seen audition tapes, but usually y'all are the casting director and I'm sitting here reading off the sides. But they had us stand up and do it, and I think it was like Dad had the one that took place in the stairs, where Dad gave me a shotgun or whatever it was. I think that was one of those scenes. That was one of the audition scenes. What was the line? dad put a pistol in my head or something at 7 years old. Oh, wow. Yeah, with 45. That was one of the scenes. So they had us stand up and do it.
And then, and then they asked us to leave the room, and we were like, hey, where is everybody else? Are we the only people auditioning for this? And then they came back and they're like, okay, they want you guys to come back in and try a few different things. And we're like, okay. So we walked back in, and when we did, they all stood up and clapped and said, congratulations, you guys got it.
You got yourself a TV show.
So normally it's our agent or our manager that calls and says, hey, congratulations, you got the show, because the studio would call them and then they would call us and let us know. But this time it was us calling our representation saying, hey, guess what? I got hired today. So that was the first time we met, and yes, obviously we remember it very well.
And aside from that event, I think my impression of Jensen, honestly, was good.
Amazing.
It was amazing. I liked him. He's a nice guy, he's personable, but in the LA casting world, and I know you're looking at acting, so give this some on. You meet